This lady is cooking. She's exposing evil Caucasians, y'all. Check this out, y'all. This is crazy. She is on fire. Watch this.
Look, boys and girls, the only reason there are white people is because black people came here first.
My heroes are black women. Black women keep on keeping on regardless of all the obstacles we put in their paths. I don't just say this to you because you're a largely black audience. I say this to every audience that I talk to. You have to realize that you were here first and you will be here last. Because us white folks are going to go out in the sun and it's going to get worse and worse because so you will be here long after we're gone. You are going to be the majority in this country very, very shortly. So get ready for it, because you're going to you think you've been abused before. Wait until you get the power, that you have the power to do what you choose to do. And that's the problem. White folks are scared to death that if people of color get power, they're going to want to do to us what we have done to them.
We're still...
Bruh! What? She said you're going to get your power. Do you know what it feels like to not have to work for nobody? Not pay rent, not pay bills? You own your own land. You own your own stuff. Can't nobody tell you Nathan. She said you're going to come into your power. The sun is going to... The sun don't like certain people.
teaching that Columbus discovered America. We're still teaching that those people who lived here were called Indians because of Christopher Columbus. It's all a bunch of hokum. It isn't true. The first people that inhabited this continent and every other continent on the face of the earth came from Africa. People from Africa came to what we call the North American continent between 20,000 and 10,000 years before Columbus was a gleam in his father's eye. What we call black people were here before there were any white people on the face of the earth.
Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's...
Now, who are the people that's pushing these agendas? These are the evil, racist Caucasian. There's an evil amongst them. There's evil black people as well. But evil black people ain't go this distance right here. Stealing people land and all that. We ain't get that far.
Mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all, and everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we...
Yo, I'm so happy I failed social studies. Me, I was a science guy. I love science. But I'm so happy that I wasn't interested in social studies. I'm so happy.
We celebrate that every October. It's a lie.
You need to realize that in this country right now, we've got a whole lot of white folks are scared to death because they know that within 30 years, white people will have lost their numerical majority in the United States of America. And if you haven't read that book in which he says, the biggest problem confronting this country today is there are too few white babies being born in this country. If we don't solve this problem and solve it quickly, white people will lose their numerical majority, and this will no longer be a white man's land. Now, I know a whole lot of Native American people, of First Nations people, who don't think this is a white man's land. They think it's a... In this country today, we are in deep denial about the fact that we are deeply racist. We are teaching racism in the schools on a daily basis. Racism, prejudice is an emotional commitment to ignorance. Now, the problem with white people is not white innocence. Somebody this week has called it, in a book, has called it white innocence. It's not white innocence, and it's not white privilege. It's white ignorance. And until white people get educated to the fact that they are not superior because of the lack of melanin in their skin, that's how long we'll have this problem.
To me.
What do that sound like? when people are when people are getting things when things happen to them, right? I can't even get my words together. I'm so excited. When things be happening to our people, right? And we go to try to express ourselves to the other side, like, look, y'all keep doing this to us. Y'all do this to us. They don't have no empathy at all because it's not in them. That's what she said. The ignorance. Ignorance is not knowing. They can't know because God didn't build some of them, didn't build everybody the same. Everybody's not built with a spirit and a soul inside them to have compassion on others. I'm telling y'all, when y'all if people go get begging and pleading to other people, like, just have compassion on me. Oh, don't you feel sorry? No, it's not in them. It's not in them. That's what she's talking about. Check it out.
People, get over it. By the time these young people get ready to have children, they will realize that as the hole in the ozone layer gets larger and larger, more and more sunlight is allowed to enter our environment, and more people who have pale faces are going to die of melanoma, which is a skin cancer that you get if you don't have enough melanin in your skin. Let me tell you, people of color are going to be very much in demand for reproduction in the future.
Bruh! Why do you think they're making underground bunkers? It's all making sense. It's all making sense.
Mark my words, you're laughing now, but you wait 20 years. You won't even have to wait 20 years because they're going to see that if they want their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren to survive, they're going to have some melanin in their skin. That's the way it's going to be. This is going to take care of itself.
Are you black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay.
The higher ups don't like that. They don't like their women liking us like that. They don't like that. It says white American woman shares why she prefers black men. This is why you are seeing a lot of interracial couples today. They're trying to make sure that they survive.
Okay.
There were no Indians here when Christopher Columbus got here. There were people from Africa who had been here for over 10,000 years before Christopher Columbus was born. It's time for us to teach our children the truth.
You are all members of the same race, the human race, which started with black women between 300,000. Don't interrupt me. I don't have much time. Now, white folks, you don't like it, but all you are is faded blacks. Every one of you, if you trace your DNA back far enough, you're going to find that some of your DNA came from Africa. People, we have to get rid of the language of racism. I'm not a teacher. Teachers dispense facts and figures so that they can get their kids ready for the end of school testing. I've been called a trainer. You train dogs and horses and members of the military. I don't train people. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duck deuce, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people out of ignorance. In this country, we spend a lot of money on what we call education. It isn't education. It's indoctrination.
Dang! We're getting indoctrinated in these schools. We ain't getting educated. We're getting indoctrinated with other people's stories, other people's lies. Bruh, she cooked on this. Y'all let me know if y'all familiar with this sister, Elliott Jane. Yo. Bruh, this joint is so deep, bruh. It's so deep. I'm just thinking about the school to prison pipeline, whereas though like the cafeterias look the same as prison. The school bus look the same as prison. You know what I'm saying? The classroom look, the desk, or was it the desk? But when you compare the pictures from the school system, it's the same as the pictures in the in the prison. Same thing. It's like, yo, are we really being taught the right thing in school? The answer is no, y'all. We being indoctrinated. This is why, yo, She cooked. She cooked. Y'all let me know if y'all familiar with this. And you see, she white. But look at the spirit that she had. That's why I say, we want to attack the evil that's still holding on to that hatred that they have towards us. That's what we here to attack. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Elliott Jane, man. Big Kish signing out. Going, y'all.